Hey Virgos, welcome to Eight of Cups Tarot. Today I'm doing love readings for you. This is a little different than the general reading that I do every month. This is going to just be based on your focused relationship with you and a partner. And I'm going to pull a couple cards for each of you. We'll do some animal spirit cards, which kind of give you the overall tone of each of you, and then I'm going to pull a couple, one or maybe more, I'm not sure. Spirit's been telling me a little different for each sign depending on your situations of the Akashic cards, so you can kind of understand where this lays in your spiritual life journey. Okay, so let's begin by pulling a couple cards. I've already shuffled, so I'm just going to cut the deck here. Spirit, thank you. Interesting, Virgos. I really picked a great time to start these readings because in the middle of eclipse season, relationships are always pretty tumultuous, right? Like we're all going through these great, massive transformations. And certainly so are you. Let's just say that. So again, I want to explain this is energy that I'm reading, so it could be vice versa. If you're a cross watcher, one could be you, one could resonate with the other. Whatever resonates with you, be that person, understand that, and then go on from there. So overall energy for this spread is a Hermit, which is your card, Virgo. You are the Hermit. And by the Hermit, it kind of means that you're in the internal search for spiritual wisdom through your situations. So it could signify that you've done a great deal of reflection on the situation. You've kind of gone within. You may have closed yourself off. Even there may be no communication at all between the two of you. Okay. Trying to figure things out because we've got the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So next to the Ten of Cups in reverse and the Emperor card, Aries. So Virgo, what this tells me is that I think you are not willing to put any more work in a situation. You feel like looking at the work that you've already put in, you're not satisfied with your results, okay? You may feel that it could be where you feel like the other person wasn't putting enough work into this situation, maybe leaving you a little confused, and you feel like you have no choice but to walk away. Now, the Emperor gives you a lot of strength within yourself, and the Emperor is all four kings together, so this tells me that whatever you're reviewing within the relationship, you've come to terms with it and you've mastered kind of the art of discernment, which is the swords, the art of emotions and mastering your emotions and deciding what you do want to invest in and what you don't. But your person may be in a different situation. Because with your person, I have the Page of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups in reverse. So, Virgo, you may be dealing with another earth sign here. You could be dealing with a Pisces. I'm seeing either or. But this person feels like they may want to offer you a message of love. They may come with you with an offer, but I feel like you're not trusting this, Virgo. Again, with that extreme discernment with the Emperor here, I feel like you're not accepting what they're offering for you here. And quite simply, I mean, a Page of Cups, it's like a small offer, a small sentiment. It could be, you know, one of those Happy New Year, thinking of you texts, and you're just kind of like, oh, please, I'm so over that, which is funny. But what they want to offer you is a new beginning. And maybe this person, again, the Pisces, and I hate to say that, but this person may have come off as very aloof. Like you didn't really know what their intentions were. And maybe they didn't know what their intentions were either. And you kind of probably felt like they were playing with you a little bit, but they were in a place of confusion. And now this person wants to offer you something stable, or they see you as an opportunity for a stable and healthy relationship. And they're coming out of that period of confusion, okay? I'm going to pull a couple more cards to clarify. Let's see what happened between you two in the past. Okay. So it feels like there was no equal give and take. There was no oh, I can never say this when I need to say that. Reciprocity within the relationship. So you felt probably like, and this is often a Virgo trait because you guys give and give and give, and you're very loving and nurturing, right? Like you are kind of, and Pisces too, you're willing to give a lot and you're willing to sacrifice a lot for a person, but a lot of times you're probably faced with situations where other people cannot give the way that you give. And you may have felt, you know, this person may have ended things or may have walked away from you. And so you felt like judgment wasn't on your side. And let's see what's going on with this person here in the recent past. Okay, well, I want this one. Came out upside down. So I think in the recent past, this person was a little bit confused. Again, we talked about confused. Whatever situation this was, it was not their wish fulfillment. And I'm seeing this a lot right now because people kind of want these big things to come into their lives. But, you know, Pluto is there talking to us about control. And by control, you may be with a person who wants a very specific situation. And although you may have been extremely loving in the situation, you may have not fit the perfect picture of what they were hoping for. So I'm seeing in the recent past that they did not treat you like, or they didn't feel like you were their wish fulfillment. And the Hanged Man in reverse tells me that there may have been a sudden enlightenment or a change of mind within them, a change of perspective I often see with that Hanged Man. So, Virgo, I feel like at some point you decided to stop trying and stop giving of yourself to this person. And this person who may not have been accepting or demonstrative towards that type of affection and love maybe took some time to really realize. I'd be surprised if the Four of Cups didn't come up. I feel like the Four of Cups is going to creep up. Page of Wands. Okay. Let's get another one here. Oh, Virgo. Okay. So here's the thing. I feel like this may have started off as maybe a little bit of a hookup. Now, maybe not to you. Justice in reverse, okay? Maybe not to you, but maybe to them. This was sort of just a hookup. It, you know, the Page of Wands tells me it's passion, but take it or leave it. It's not important. I don't see a lot of emotion in there. And then the Sun upside down. They may not have been showing you all of their sides in this situation, okay? You may not have seen them for who they truly are, and I think vice versa. They didn't see you who you really are. It was just kind of like maybe a situation where it didn't start off for the right reasons. And Justice in reverse tells me that you both are kind of, you know, now you want to walk away from the situation. If they're not going to offer you anything stable and solid that you could really rely on at the end of the day, then you're just going to walk away because you know you deserve more. But this person kind of walked into this like, oh, this is just a fling. They probably were very attracted to you. And I feel like maybe they offered you inauthentic emotions. So you may not have realized this was a little bit of a player situation. Which really at the end of the day was just based on passion. Oh my goodness. Wow, they really want to talk. Okay, let's look at this spread really quick. Wow, okay. What's up with all these pages, Virgo? And I do want to say also, I'm picking up on this with all of these pages here. There could be situations with children that are throwing you guys off a little bit. Something related to children. And you'll know that. You'll know that if that applies to you. But the Page of Swords tells me that in reverse, you may have been a little naive. Okay? Okay, whatever this is, it's over. It's over, but I think it made you realize your own worth, okay? And this person might come back at you and try to tell you they've changed, there's more to this, but Virgo, I think this is more than you're willing to forgive. And I think you're just starting to see this person for who they really are and not like the person you thought they were. Because look what's happening. I mean, everything is in reverse, by the way, like everything. But I think you just think this person's immature. And there's no reason to break your heart over this anymore. Like, it's just not even worth it. And I sense a little bit of manipulation. I think you're starting to see that they were manipulating you. And just absolutely not willing to invest in the vision of a future, right? You're not going to manifest with this person, and you realize this is not in any way, shape, or form your soulmate. Now, it could be a soulmate. There could have been a very intense attraction to begin with, or a reason why you guys were pulled together, but quite honestly, I think it was just a lesson in your self-worth and not so much about building a future together with this person. Virgo, you've got a lot of really wonderful things headed your way. So honestly, don't hang on to relationships that you know aren't healthy, okay? Because those things are going to block what the universe wants to bring to you. It's really going to block what the universe is trying to deliver to you. So not only can you afford to block yourself by being with somebody, but even mentally, like, just don't even think about this anymore. You kind of, again, like, I think this is just it. This is it. You have to be this person now, the emperor. The emperor does not make wrong moves, right? And he's so sure of himself. And he knows what to cut out, and he knows what to invite in. And I think that's what you're embodying right now. I get a spirit card for your person as well. Virgo. Honestly, I'm shuffling. I'm not getting a card popping out here. And Spirit says to me, it's not even worth it. Not even worth it. Don't worry about it. Move on. Oh my goodness. So Virgo, you got the snake and your person got the hyena. Okay? Don't let that surprise you though. The snake is actually quite good. It's my book. So I'm going to read you the snake right now. And this is kind of the energy that Spirit wants you to harness through this situation. Guardian of unawakened magic and creative potential. The snake is a symbol of our highest potential. It is said that Shakti, our creative life force, lies dormant at the base of our spine in the form of a coiled snake. Regardless of whether this image rings true for you, it's well worth considering the amount of unawakened or untapped potential within what would life look like if you woke it up. How can you stir it from slumber? An experienced yoga or meditation teacher can lead the way. Make haste. The snake card appears when there is no more time to waste. When in balance, it's prosperous, creative, and charismatic. And when out of balance, it starts and stops many things. To bring into balance, Kundalini yoga and meditation. Okay, so take that with a grain of salt, but what I think Spirit is trying to tell you is that you are on the precipice of maybe really learning who you are, starting to really listen to your intuition, starting to realize that you are not responsible for everybody else, and you don't have to pour so much of yourself into other people if they're not willing to accept it. So important for a Virgo. I think this is a life lesson for all of us. And listen, I'm a Virgo. I get it. But there's so much potential here. And so please stop wasting time and investing your energy into things that you know you deserve better. Okay? And you don't have to fix this person. And you don't have to save this person. You just simply have to walk away And you have to really invest all that energy you were willing to put into them at one point and invest it in yourself. Okay, and with that creative energy, you know, you have Saturn and Pluto and all of these planets, this major conjunction in your 5th house of creativity. So here's an interesting tidbit. Especially a woman can find her creativity when she stops releasing her sexual energy to people that don't deserve it. So let's talk about the Kundalini, okay? I think this is what it's telling you, is not to participate in sexual relationships that aren't emotionally fulfilling, or where you know, again, that you deserve better, because if you were to abstain and go without and keep the energy to yourself, you would start to understand how that Kundalini can be awakened within you, and you can accomplish really great and beautiful and creative things. And those creative things could be manifesting the most beautiful and perfect relationship of your life. But you can't pour yourself into that, because you're pouring yourself into pages, right? Immature people that are not available or willing to provide for you. And that's okay. That's okay. And we don't want to stay in a place of heartbreak, because we want to, you know, like I said, that overall energy was the Hermit. So, you know, walk away from these situations and go within yourself and start to really understand your power, because there's a lot of it there, Virgo. And I'm going to read this hyena card for your person. This is, again, a fire sign here. Humor, wit, and sarcasm. The hyena personality is a jokester and a crowd pleaser, but below the surface there are unfulfilled dreams to be realized. When the hyena card appears, it's time to reflect on your reliance on sarcasm and humor to express your truth. Are you using jokes to hide old resentments in relationships, or to mask things that you feel uncomfortable discussing? What would happen if you took your goals seriously? Charming, witty, and fun to be around, but when out of balance, scrappy, petty, and suspicious. And to bring into balance, they require sobriety. So whatever you're dealing with there with this person, Virgo, they are just not quite at the spiritual level that you are, or at the soul level that you are, and they've got a lot of stuff to do. And I feel like they may have come across as very charming and witty, and Virgos love humor, we do, but you know, there's so much unresolved in them. And you know, the universal law, like, if you don't love yourself, you can't love anybody else. You might be able to fake it, but when it comes to those things, you can't really fake it till you make it. You got to do the internal work. And this person may not even realize how much internal work they have to deal with. And there may be some issues with abusing substances, maybe escapism from their emotions. And Virgo, if someone's not coming at you with emotions, then you pretty much eventually will check out. Let's pull an Akashic card for you. Does Spirit want you to understand from this situation? I'm going to be grateful for the lessons, Virgo. Sometimes you meet these shitty people in your life. You meet these shitty people in your life because they teach you how to stand up for yourself. The Oracle of Delphi. I do believe this is card number 1 of the major arcana. Probably similar to the Fool. The Pythia, or the priestess of Delphi, sits upon a high 3-logged seat. Steam gently rises from a small fissure in the ground. Nearby, I'm going to put this closer so you guys can kind of look at it. It could be in focus. Nearby, a robed priest prepares to write upon an open scroll. While the Pythia physically receives the perceptions from Apollo, it is the priest who interprets her pronouncements. In this, we see the 2 important keys in psychic experience: perception and interpretation. When you receive this card, you're in a time of great insight and psychic power. Even if you don't recognize it yet, it lies very close to your consciousness because you have used this gift in so many past lives. You may get images or feelings without knowing how to interpret them. Take notes as you practice both your psychic perceptions and the interpretations. Just as they gave the Oracle of Delphi a profound awareness, your psychic perceptions and their interpretations give you a powerful insight and an Akashic vision of the world. Okay, Virgo, so I feel like you knew that this wasn't going to work out the whole time. There was probably something deep inside of you that knew there was a lack of some kind of connection here. But this person is supposed to teach you that you have that power of intuition inside of you. And, and this takes me back to looking at that investment, and that I think maybe right from the beginning, this is not anything that you truly wanted. And Virgos have a great way of trying to fix and mend and make, and Virgos are very attracted to potential. But you have to start to trust your intuition that people need to come to you at your level, and you should never have to stoop down to their level, okay? So when you have those feelings, you don't have to waste so much time or emotions or energy in the things that you pour into, because Virgos pour everything into it. They don't know how not to. They perfect it. So Virgos, focus on that intuition, cut the cords on this crap, and start to learn your own value, because you've got really big things coming, and you got to be ready for it. All right, Virgos, lots of love. Talk to you in February. Bye.